People are saying goodbye to Los Angeles for a multitude of reasons. One place they're considering, Colorado, specifically in the Denver area, and there are a ton of reasons why. But unless people who are moving to Denver do their research, they're in for a bit of a surprise. Let's go through some of the things you need to know about Denver before you leave LA. The first thing to know up front, which is already probably one of the reasons you're considering a move, is that Denver is going to be a lot more affordable compared to LA, but it's still relatively expensive. Right now, the median cost for a single family home in Los Angeles is around $1 million. Now, Denver's median cost is just around $650,000. So Denver is 35% more affordable. But here's where it gets better. It's not just about price, it's also about the size of the home. The median size of properties in Los Angeles are 1,750 square feet, compared to Denver's median size of 2,100 square feet. So when you're looking in Denver, it's going to be quite a shift from the typical LA market. However, that being said, if we look at Denver compared to the country as a whole, it's still pretty expensive. Like I said, the median home price here is $650,000. Well, the national median price is $420,000. So Denver is 54% more expensive compared to the overall country. That's quite a hefty jump, but a discount compared to Los Angeles. The next thing you need to know is that Denver is way less populated. The Los Angeles metro area has a population that is just shy of 10 million more people than Denver. Now that's the metro area. The city itself is around 3.8 million people compared to Denver's 715,000. Now, why I've included the metro area in this video is because, well, let's be honest. A city does not exist in isolation. You move to the city of LA itself and you're enveloped by 13 million people. Likewise in Denver, there's still a few million, and it's very noticeable in the city's infamous traffic that you are definitely not alone here. But compared to LA, not a chance. Denver is definitely not a mega city at all, and that can feel like a huge change from LA once you get here. The next one is going to be that your ability to enjoy the outdoors is going to explode. Colorado is known for being a state that has a huge outdoor lifestyle presence, especially for the towns and cities along the Front Range. Getting out and exploring the mountains is a must-do when you're in Denver. Now, I'll admit California as a state has terrific outdoors as well, but if you're in LA, you're very aware getting to these places first off is tough, not only due to LA's traffic, but also because of the distance to the destinations. Yes, California along this part of the state is quite mountainous, and there are some great hiking spots there, and I know that because I've been there many times. But if we're talking outdoor spots that make you feel like you've left civilization in its entirety, those are gonna be several hours away from LA, excluding heading into the desert. But in Colorado, the commute is much shorter, even to places that absolutely blow you away and make you feel like you've escaped out into the wild. Yes, you'll still have to make a drive because you're leaving a city, but the transition from Denver's metro area to the absolute rural Colorado experience happens very quickly. It's one of the reasons people here love to get in the outdoors. The next one is going to be the weather. Now, I will say Los Angeles's climate is absolutely wonderful. It's a nice, dry heat, Mediterranean atmosphere that can be amazing year-round. This section isn't designed to criticize LA. I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Both cities are semi-arid, and there are a ton of sunny days year-round, so it's a huge bonus for those looking for a city with a bit of similarity. But of course, where Denver differs is going to be the winter. Denver can get quite cold around these months, with average lows reaching into the 10s and 20s, and the average highs within the 30s to 40s. Now, it's also not uncommon for some days here and there to be in the mid-60s. One benefit I have said about Denver's climate is the sunshine, and this holds true even through the winter. Snow is common in the city, but I would argue it's not anything substantial. And I've said nothing substantial because it is a bit context specific. We can get some heavy snowfall here and there, but Denver is a bit removed from the mountains, enough to notice a blatant difference. You could get a few inches in Denver, but half a foot plus in the mountains just 30 minutes west. And you'll see it too. It's a wonderful sight as fall comes around to wake up and see the Front Range covered in snow. It makes for for a beautiful backdrop. And the last thing you need to know is more so a culmination of all the previous sections. And it's that your overall quality of life will improve in Denver. I know, that's a bold statement. Although I can argue this was the case for me when I moved out here, but I'm actually pulling this from the Colorado residents and new home buyers that I talk to every week, who have either lived in Colorado for years or have come out to Colorado and have told me they are, one, extremely happy with the move, and two, like me, have fallen in love with Colorado. And relating to these points, I can see why. The cost of living is more affordable, especially in today's world. It's way less crowded compared to California. There's more to do and places to go and visit. Denver can be a terrific option for those looking to get out of Los Angeles. But I might recommend one thing. I've been predominantly speaking about the city of Denver itself, not necessarily the suburbs surrounding it, many of which are going to be very common locations that people moving to the Denver area will consider. So if you're researching Denver as a viable option for a place to move, check out some of my other videos on the surrounding suburbs. I have a ton of content highlighting the pros and cons of each, and others have found them super helpful in their decision on a place to live. I think you will too. This is Life in the Front Range. I'll see you there.